What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. My name's Rock Soldier, and today we're going to be checking out Tom MacDonald's latest single, America. Obviously, based on the title, it's probably going to be a little controversial, and not only just based off the title, but he's been posting about it all week, saying he's been a little hesitant to post another kind of controversial song out there, but he did promise that the next one is going to be not controversial. I don't know if that's the word he used, but, you know, that's basically the essence of it. So I'm super excited to check out this video, guys. We're gonna hop right into it. Let's get it.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it? You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will.
I like that. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. The internet and social media has more power than the ability to speak freely. You know, like, people speak freely and get crucified for it on the internet. Which, I mean, obviously that's like a big debate, right? In today's world, right? Like, what you know, what can you say? And obviously there are things that shouldn't be said, right? But even just something that may be like a little controversial can truly, especially if you anybody with a big following or a big influence, or you're famous in any kind of way, like, you say one small thing that is taken the wrong way by somebody, next thing you know, it's off to the races. You know, it's crazy, actually.
Different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you can say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, is anybody...
Okay, so yeah, I mean, obviously he's taking a big patriotic stance here, right? He's definitely made several soldier references, and I think the big one here says it all, is you know, the reason that you can, you know, disrespect the nation or speak out against it in a negative way is because of the freedom that the people in the past have given us through their sacrifices and their hard work. And he's basically saying that sometimes he feels like people, you know, forget that, right? And then, you know, it's this constant like wave of what's wrong with America, when there truly are a lot of good things about America. I mean, obviously there's bad things about America too, that need to be addressed. But, you know, he feels like, you know, even now, you know, when was the last time we like truly had, like, you know, some like peace on the internet in terms of like what's going on in America, right? And, you know, obviously, like I said, there are a lot of things that need to be addressed and should be changed and whatnot. But you know, the good should be recognized as well.
Disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, does
I do like this
anybody
beat too.
know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this ungratefulness? United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just see.
All right, that was I actually really like that line. I'm not gonna lie. He said, I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can't I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? He's basically saying, you know, that despite what Thanksgiving may have like originally been celebrated for, right, and the genocides that had happened to the Native American people, the indigenous people, that, you know, those things did happen, and that's a fact. And yes, those things are horrific and they should never happen again. But at the same time, like, that's not what Tom's celebrating on Thanksgiving. He's not celebrating the genocide of the indigenous people at all. He's being thankful, like literally, you know, how most people celebrate. I would imagine, you know, and that, you know, it's like unimportant to bring that up. Like, why is that like important to like start a big like debate on that on the internet about Thanksgiving and its origins, when we just live in the world that was created for us at this point, right? Like, we had nothing to do with that all those years ago, obviously. So there's nothing we can do about it. And obviously, like I said, that's not really what we celebrate it for anymore, right? Like, I've never celebrated for that ever. I can tell you that. So I just like how he brought that up. You know, how, you know, just people kind of just adding salt to the flames, almost like for no real reason, you know.
Eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you back your bags. America, you can hate the government and still love the country. The fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States, divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love.
Okay, you didn't have to go hard like that at the end there, Tom. All right, buddy. God damn it. That whole part right there was just fire. That was just flames, man. You can hate the government and still love the country, because the fundamental values of America are concrete. Like, the fundamental values, you know, the 10 Amendments, like, those are the values on which America was built upon. And we've definitely seen a lot of I don't want to say necessarily infringements, but like, that definitely could be a word that to describe it, upon some of our rights, you know, specifically lately, a lot of like gun control, obviously with the Second Amendment and whatnot. And, you know, he goes on to say that, you know, you can know the history and still be proud of where you're from, because, you know, every country has done something terrible, right? And that's just the way it is. I don't know why. It's just unfortunate. It's the way it is. You know, he goes on to say every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. And, you know, like I said, just before that, he goes on to say you can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Kind of touches back a little bit on the Thanksgiving thing that he mentioned in the second verse there, of acknowledging and knowing that these events happened and that they are horrendous and that they are 100% totally wrong and should not happen again for any reason. But you can still be proud of the place you live in today, right? And then I'm so sorry, guys. This last part just had me. I was just caught off guard with this part. We started out United States, divided is what we become. If home is where your heart is, you should show America some love, man. That's just fire. I feel like those lines kind of just speak for themselves. You know, we started out as united, and then over time we just become more divided through social media, through political parties, and just through so many more dividers that have just put us out, you know, been put out there. So, I mean, this whole bridge is fire. I'm just gonna have to replay it real quick, honestly.
America, You can hate the government and still love the country. The fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you can say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. My freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America.
All right, so that was America by Tom MacDonald. And I gotta say, I actually enjoyed this one. The chorus, you know, I always talk about Tom's chorus. Sometimes they're a little hit or miss for me, but I like this one, man. I did. I like the beat and I like his flow of the song. Now, as to what he was actually talking about, I also enjoyed it too. You know, I always respect Tom for putting his opinion out there and putting himself out there. You know, before I started the reaction, I mentioned how he was kind of going back and forth a little bit. He had said on one of his posts on social media, they've been going back and forth about posting the video or not posting the video, and how, like, you know, he thinks like people may be a little sick of the controversial stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, I respect him because he wants to be able to, you know, put his opinion out there to be heard, and to really provoke thought in his fan base. So, you know, I respect that 100%. And again, I like what he's talking about here. I said taking, but I meant talking about here in the song, kind of taking the patriotic standpoint, saying what happened to all the patriots, man. What happened to still loving your country? It seems like most people nowadays just like hate America. Like all they do is complain about the bad things and stuff. But, you know, what about the good things in America? You know, the foundations upon what America is on, you know, goes on to say that, you know, we have these freedoms. You can talk about our country this way because of what America is. You know, not every country is like that, you know. So, you know, overall, I enjoyed this one, man. And shout out to Tom for having the balls to put it out there, man. It takes a lot of courage, and, you know, I respect it, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did, please make sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, hit that button that we're dropping the next one. So I got for you guys for now. It's your boy Rock Soldier. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night and even better tomorrow. Talk to you guys in the next one. Alright, guys. Peace.